of the dress. When the ring is pulled, the chain weight pulls the dress down. It's important to put the weights in the dress and to make the costume change quicker, but there's one thing I must warn you about. When you make the dress, it's important to make the waist as tight as possible. If there's too much slack in the waist, then the chains may get caught at the waistline. It's important that the waistline is slim. So this is the 3 costume changes. In cases that you would like to use your assistant and have your assistant go into illusions or bases, in my case, when I perform the stage illusions, my assistant goes off stage and she removes the under layer of dresses that she's already changed from. For example, if she were to levitate in this yellow dress, her second layer, the red dress, would show. But if she were to untie the second layer and third layer, the dresses would remove easily. The next method of costume changes I'd like to explain to you is a little bit different. Instead of pulling off the layer, we're going to utilize a different technique. I've duplicated the same costume my assistant is wearing and have made a different dress to go on top of the black and gold costume. This is a regular dress that's been cut down the center of her back and held by Velcro. As you can see, there is a second layer on the inside so that the black and gold dress does not show. This is held with Velcro, not snaps. So this is what she looks like on the outside. In this version, I show the assistant the black and gold dress. When I hold up the gold curtain, my assistant removes the Velcro from the back, but does not yet remove her dress. After she removes the Velcro, she is exposed one last time before the change. And when she is concealed behind the curtain, she drops the duplicated black dress and holds up the red costume that she just pulled off. And this makes it look like her costumes have changed places. And now I'm going to show you the same effect without the front curtain. I showed the audience the black and gold dress. I hold up the curtain. As you can see, my assistant has removed the Velcro from the back. I raise the curtain one more time. Ta-da! And now I would like to share with you my final costume change method. As you can see, the last dress that she will change into is a beautiful white long dress. The same method is applied as the other costume changes where it is tied by her waist. But in this case, you are allowed to use a normal dress that is fitted to your body. And now I will set it up. There's 2 layers to this dress. The same rule applies to this. There are chained weights sewn onto the bottom of the white dress. The same setting applies to this dress as well. In this case, if you'll see the snaps, I've used two different sizes. One is larger and small. I've applied the large and small snaps together. The reason why I use two different size snaps is because if you use all large snaps, it gets a little strong and is sometimes difficult to remove. If you use only small snaps, there are the possibilities that it will rip the fabric, or the snaps itself may rip off of the fabric. For this reason, I use several different size snaps. For example, if you would like to change costumes by throwing paper confetti, before making the change, she will unsnap some of the snaps on her waistline and stick her thumb into the inside of her outside layered dress. And all she has to do now is to pull forward the purple dress, and the rest will follow. It's also important to have enough confetti to cover the action of the purple dress unraveling and revealing the white dress. You will definitely need to practice your timing on this. And the confetti has gone out. And this is my method of how to do a costume change, just using confetti. Since the white dress is a little longer than the other costume change dresses, pulling itself may not unravel the white dress, so do a light jump. But this is not seen by the audience. We hope you've understood how to make this successful. And like with any forms of magic, please practice.
Hi, I'm Joe Stevens, and right now I'm in Nagoya, Japan, where I've just attended Yuji Yamamoto's fabulous convention, World Magic Seminar Asia. And I'm here to help finalize a goal and a dream that I've had for several years, and that was to help produce a DVD or a video on the art of costume changing. And it's about to come to fruition. I've always felt that the library should be a library, just like a book library, to have varied titles in it. In the Greater Magic Video Library, we've got the ventriloquist, the sideshow magicians, the bar magicians, the restaurant magicians. And when I first saw Yuji Yasuda several years ago in his fabulous costume changing act, I said, we must add this to the library. And it's going to come to fruition. So tonight we have with us, pleased to announce and to introduce Yuji Yasuda and his lovely assistant. And I must ask you your name now. What is your name?
Sachiko Harunari.
Okay, I hope that we pick that up. And so you're a very attractive assistant. I've watched you for years, and you're a real professional. And you helped make him a big success. So we're going to do a little interview here before we get into the nuts and bolts, so to speak. about the art of costume changing, the methods, where it came from. And let's start off with Yuji first. Yuji, when did you first see a costume changing act?
About 40 years ago.
40 years ago.
On television.
And that inspired you to create your own costume changing act.
Yes.
Well, when you saw this for the first time, how long did it take you to create this wonderful professional act that you now do?
The first time that I saw the costume change on television, I was very inspired. And since then, I saw a Russian magician do a costume change about 20 years ago. I was determined to do a costume change act after I've seen these Russian acts. But if I were to do the exact same thing, it would be a copy. So, the same way that many people have done dove acts since Channing Pollock,
Right.
I came up with my own methods of how to accomplish similar effects. My overnight success has taken me 15 years.
That's what I wanted to know, because I know you just don't create and think of something and the next day go out and do it. But it's 15 years of hard work and practice. Goodness sakes. Well, I've seen many costume acts. I've seen the Russians. I've seen others. I've seen you. And the Russians are good and the others are good, but your act impressed me because it was done with high energy and showmanship and flair. And that's why I had a dream of picking you for this video.
He's very happy and grateful.
Good. I know you do several acts. Magic, all magic, and the costume change. Which act do you do the most?
Usually I do illusions as an illusionist.
I have a question for your lovely assistant. How long have you been working with Yuji?
10 years.
10 years, my goodness. Is Yuji easy to work with?